Alright, hey guys, we're back with more Crystalis, and we're pretty much where we left off yesterday. I just spent the past half an hour, or not, it didn't take about a half an hour this time. It took about 15 to 20 minutes to get back to this point. And we are literally where the game ended up messing up yesterday, so I think we were at level 4 and we had all this stuff, and we actually ended up with a few extra medical herbs this time because I didn't need to use any. So we're actually in better shape than we were before. So what happened was I ended up using the, you guys didn't get to see this part, but I blasted down this wall here with my level 2 charge, and I found a treasure chest. So we're gonna open it, and we got an antidote. Great. Oh god. And now this golem respawned. So we are gonna go fight the boss now. Might as well, you know, kill some of these guys on the way. And yeah, so yeah, I'm excited about beating the boss and getting to the second area of the game today, which is the second area of the overworld, that is. And I realized something while I was playing, and that is that these charge shots actually, I think, might do more damage than, whoa, okay, shit, we just got poisoned. So, poison is gonna keep draining our HP until we use an antidote, so let's use that antidote. And it kind of sucks to use it that soon, but that's what they're for, so we can always buy more. So anyways, I was gonna say that, I noticed that the charge shot, the actual projectile, like the level 1 charge shot, was actually doing more damage than my sword. Now this was when I was only level 1 or 2, so it might actually have a fixed amount of damage, while your actual melee attack might vary, I'm not sure. So the boss is going to be right up ahead. I'm going to play it safe and use a medical herb. And that didn't recover all of our HP, so here is the first boss, or I guess mini-boss. I don't know. It's kind of like a, I think he was called the vampire or something like that in the instruction. So he just kind of disappears and reappears and shoots bats. And he wasn't that hard, so we killed him. You now have rabbit boots. Alright, so these are pretty cool. So there's different types of items you can get in this game. This first row is consumable items, which, you know, you equip and you use them, and then once you use them, they're gone. And then there's permanent items, like the rabbit boots. While the rabbit boots are equipped, we're gonna have to unequip our magic, and now we can jump. And this is actually kind of cool, because you didn't really see this a lot in top-down games, kind of adding a third axis of movement, as apart from, you know, up, down, left, right. Now you can suddenly jump. And I'm not sure, like, what kind of purposes this served, but we're gonna check it out. I think you could jump over some gaps that you would otherwise fall through, and I think you could actually jump over enemies too, but I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna try it out. So now we are in the second part of the overworld, and here the enemies are a little bit tougher. Now we aren't fighting were tigers anymore. It looks like we've got were boars that throw axes, so they actually have a projectile attack. And these guys are not really fun to deal with. They can do a lot of damage, so but of course they're gonna give us a lot more money and experience points. Each one of these guys is giving us 5 experience points, so that's really cool. Just gotta watch out for that axe, because if I remember correctly, these guys can do an adequate amount of damage. And I'm just trying to keep my distance, you know, hit them with the projectile. So if you notice when you move through tall grass, I think it slows you down just a little bit, but I think if you jump, you can actually move a little faster through that. Over there we've got looks like a giant nooper, so I don't want to kill him because, well, I could just for the experience, but you know, hope that we won't be able to get. This stuff is swamp, so we can actually jump over this, but if we run through it, it's gonna hurt us, so. And see, here we go. Here's our first enemy that when we hit it, nothing we can do to this enemy right now will damage it. So we either need to get a different sword or level up. So we're not going to be able to hurt the mushroom guys. Oh, okay. So we're not going here yet. That is a really cool area, mostly because it's got really awesome music. But we're not really supposed to go there yet. So actually, the first place that you should go in this new overworld area is... Oh, shit. Actually, I'm gonna unequip the boots because they're not gonna be terribly useful. Our refresh spell is pretty much what we're gonna want to be defaulting on at all times. So we came out of this cave up here. The first place we should probably go is this area here, which is another town. I'm Akahana. I used to have an unusual statue, but I dropped it near the river. It was a great find and will be difficult to replace. Have you seen it? So this is Akahana. He's one of the many NPCs that you'll know by name in this game, and he's got this statue that he's lost, and, well, I guess we're gonna find it and bring it back to him. This town is mostly for travelers. Pretty noisy, isn't it? Wait, he asked me a question without a question mark. Pretty noisy, isn't it? Okay. I've heard that there's a village where only women live. I wonder. If you go east, you will find the forest. It's a grand maze where plants will shoot poison. And that is a pretty cool place, as you'll soon see. So pretty standard consumable items here. We don't really need any of that. Let's go in the armor shop. So leather armor, and we can afford it. Carapace shield, which we already have, and bronze shield, which is the most expensive thing here, but we can afford it. But first we're gonna get the leather armor. So purchase the leather armor. So let's check our defense is 6 and 6. When we equip the leather armor, our defense is 10 and 6. So it brought us up a whole 4 points on the armor defense. Let's talk to this. The village of Oak lies deep in the forest. The people there don't understand our language. There are 2 routes to Mount Saber, one west and one north. Both roads are very dangerous. Alright, so Mount Saber was where we just were, with the cool music and the white background tiles. That was the western route, so we're not going to go there yet. We are going to go to this inn. Let's not go to this inn right now because, you know, it's going to cost us like almost, you know, a little under a quarter of our funds, and we don't need it that bad, you know. Pawn shop, is there anything you wish to sell? Yes. We're going to sell this tan hide because we don't need it anymore. Anything else? Let's see. Let's hang on to everything for now. Next thing I'm going to try to buy is the bronze shield. Let's see what these guys say. I just found out how to get rich quick. Later. Okay. I told him that I made a lot of money from the stones I found on Mount Saber. After that, he got excited. Alright, maybe we can do that. The wise man Tornal lives with his pupils in the north. Alright. Welcome, please have some refreshments. Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm having refreshments here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's go out and grind a little. Check out that wise man Tornal and his pupils in the north, perhaps. You know, earn some money, build, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to make a habit of saving the game as much as possible. And you can't save it everywhere. You can save it in towns and on the overworld, but you can't save it in dungeons like caves, I don't think. So we have to be... Whoa. I imagine that new shield would probably give us... Damn it. I imagine that new shield would probably give us the best protection against those axes. So there's a bridge there. There's a path up there. Is there anything over here? I don't remember. Ooh, three of these guys. Alright. Use some of that fresh magic. Just keep my distance and try to do the whole projectile thing to them. Once I get 220 in money, I'm gonna head back to town and buy that shield. Because that's pretty much how I'm gonna be playing this game, is you know, I'm gonna be grinding enough to get the equipment that I want, and then proceeding. And hopefully, you know, we'll be building our level in the process. So let's go up here. Nice little house. A busy town, Bryn Mawr, is located south of the sealed cave. You should visit there. Oh, well, we're actually already there, so looks like there's nothing for us in that house quite yet, but I have a feeling there will be, so let's keep exploring. Look at that. You now have the statue of Onyx. So this is undoubtedly this guy's statue that he was telling us about. So let's go back to town. Let's go back to the town of Bryn Mawr and give him his statue and see what happens. And it's funny because if we hadn't wandered into that patch of grass, who knows, we might have never found that statue, but like we all know, this is how those old NES games worked. There'd be things just hidden right in plain sight. Or not even in plain sight, they'd just be completely hidden, and you just have to kind of wander around and guess where things were. But the only clue we had was that he lost it near the river, and that's where we found it. So here he is, Akahana. Yes, we have your statue right here. Akahana is handed the statue. Hey, this is my statue. Thank you for finding it. If you need to go to the forest, use this gas mask to avoid the poison. You now have the gas mask. And this is one of the cool things I liked about this game. So now we've got this gas mask, which unfortunately it doesn't show up when we equip it on our character, but how cool is that? Come on, we're playing like this medieval fantasy action RPG, and one of the items you get is a gas mask. I don't know, that always really struck me as really cool. So we've got the gas mask now, and we're able to go into the forest, which we haven't even seen yet, but now at least we know that we'll be able to, you know, get in there without any problems. So and pretty soon you're gonna see these Miyazaki references I was referring to in the last video. Those references being specifically Nausicaa. So hold on a sec. Let's see. We're pretty close to having that shield, so before I wander too far, I'm going to... Alright, we're out of mana, so let's just kill a few more of these boar guys, and... Uh-oh, I don't want to experience that slowdown again. I don't know what that was all about yesterday either. I noticed that when I restarted the game to tell you guys what happened, I noticed that when I played it back to watch it, I noticed that the title screen was doing the same thing. It was doing this like super slowed down. So we're getting a little bit of that right now, but that's just because, you know, the game, that's how the game would be running on the NES, and the emulator is doing a pretty good job of being true to the NES hardware performance. Okay, so we're very close to dying now. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Okay. Alright, so now we're in a bit of a predicament because we've got enough for a shield, but we kind of need to rest at the end now, so let's see. I just need to kill 2 more of these guys without getting killed, and we'll have both the shield and the end, so... Alright, just 1 more now. Alright, we gotta be very careful though. And since we're out of magic, let's equip these just so we can, you know, have a little better mobility when fighting these guys, because I don't want to get caught in the grass and slowed down. Alright, sweet. So now we're good. Just need to make it back to town without getting killed. Alright, perfect. Alright, so... And you know what, I realized we didn't have to grind for that last amount of money, because once I buy this shield, I can just sell my old one, and we'll be back up in money. So let me just check. 10 and 6 defense. Equip the bronze shield. 10 and 10. Nice. So the new armor gave us some pretty good defense. It was like 4 points higher than, you know, what we were working with before, and I assume that like in this game every point counts. So rested up at the inn, we've got the full armor. Let's do a quick save and let's go back out on our way. Alright, so we are in pretty good shape. We need 80 points for level 5. And I think these boar guys give 4 or 5 points. Let's see, 220. They give 5 points, so we only need to fight math. 40 more? Or, no, wait. 40. No, that would be 2. Okay. I'm not going to try to figure out the math right now, because it would be like 20, 25. No, not even 25. Like 22 maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so anyways, we're going to be hitting level 5 probably on our way. Let's jump over this crap. You like that? So that was how you avoid. We still can't hurt the mushrooms. So let's just get away from them. If we see a guy up against a wall, we'll just stab him really fast in the face. And we can try that tactic there too. Whoa, okay. That would have probably done a lot more damage. Well, it is doing a considerable amount of damage, but you know, if we didn't get that shield, we might be in serious trouble right now. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this overworld theme song, but it's really good. Like, you know, there's just some really good music in this game, as I am going to continue saying throughout the game. Whoa, giant duper. Okay, we can actually damage these guys. It takes a lot. Damn. Nice. Yeah, I kind of like the rabbit boots for just being able to, like, hop over the... Whoa. 3 of them. Whoa. Alright. Not bad. Pretty good experience. Paul, you cannot climb this yet. You don't have enough power to make... So let's not go that way. Because apparently some voice in our head said we can't. And look at this, we are very close to hitting level 5, so let's just kill this guy and bam! Excellent. Alright, so level 5, awesome. Let's save real quick. And let's go. Can we hurt these guys yet? No. I think that hurting them isn't really a matter of what level we are. I think it has to do with what sword we're using. Alright, these guys are dying a little more easily now. Oh shit. Alright, let's go here. This must be the forest. Okay, whoa, okay. Holy shit. That's what happens when you go into the forest without a gas mask. So let's equip our gas mask, and let's use a medical herb. Just save our magic. Actually, let's switch our magic back on. Use a little bit of that. Alright. So now, we're in the forest, which is actually more of a swamp. And we've got these bugs. They look like, kind of like a pill bug or roly-poly or whatever you call them. And if you guys aren't getting the clue yet, if you haven't seen Nausicaa, then you should check it out because it's a great film, and it's actually one of the Miyazaki films that inspired this game. And if you remember a scene from early in the film of Nausicaa, oh shit, can't hurt those guys. The characters would go into this kind of like swamp-like forest with poison gas, and they had to wear gas masks. It's all very much like this, so this is pretty much straight out of Nausicaa right here. Nausicaa the game, everybody. So, and the enemies here are a bit tough. As you can see, they're giving pretty decent experience though, so I'm not complaining. Just trying to stay alive. And this place, like they mentioned, that one NPC said that it's pretty much a maze. Whoa, these flowers shoot shit at you. And it is pretty much a maze, so we're just doing our best to explore it. Whoa, alright, hold on. Gotta focus a little, because I think I'm going in. Oh, fuck. Very persistent enemies. Shit. Alright, we are not doing terribly good in terms of taking damage. This place... Oh, that flying one is really annoying. We can't hurt him, and he just kind of like zeroes in on us, so let's go up here. Pretty sure I've been this way already. And, you know, like, I have a pretty good idea of where I'm supposed to go, like, in this, but, you know, I like to cover all the bases, so... Oh, and look, here we have a village. Go in peace. Alright. Go in peace. Alright, so... These weird little rabbit-like humanoid creatures are just telling me to go in peace. And they're not really saying anything else, so... I have a feeling that we can't really do much with these guys right now, so we're gonna have to come back here at some point. Let's see. I do remember that, I remember what I'm supposed to do. There's a certain order behind things, and it might not be our place to be exploring this right now. I think, let me just check out the rest of it, because there's only like one more area, and it's over here, and surprisingly there's no treasure chests or any kind of rewards for me hitting these dead ends, so this looks pretty suspicious, but yeah, looks like we can't really do anything with this place just yet. We found the village of the rabbit-like humanoids. I believe in this game they're referred to as, I want to say dwarves or pygmies or something like that, but they don't, you know, they're kind of weird. But yeah, we can't really do anything here right now, so what we're going to do is head back to that house that we found earlier, which was just kind of sitting by itself. And I have a strong suspicion that we'll be able to do something there. So let's switch back to our boots, since we're out of there. You know, hop over this crap. Let's go... I want to say let's go to the town first, because we're like half down on HP and like completely out of MP, so might as well stop in, get refreshed in the town, and then we'll go check out that house to the north. So I'd like to defeat the second boss in this Let's Play today, so hopefully we can get that far. I'm not sure how long we've been playing. I think maybe 20 minutes? I don't know. Maybe longer. The last video was 30 minutes long, and if I would have played to the first boss, it would have probably ended up being 35 minutes long. So, you know, as long as you guys don't mind watching 30 to 45 minute long videos, then that's pretty much what these are all gonna be. So like I said, this is an RPG, so this is gonna have some element of time that goes into it. Alright, so here we are. I am Tornal. If you are truly a legendary soldier, you should be able to defeat Stom easily. Just force your opponent against the back wall. So, this was an interesting little thing. I'm Stom, training under Tornal. Paul, let's have at it. So in this... you still lack the proper skill. Come back when you think you are able. So this is one of those things where you have to mash the button really fast. Fortunately, I have turbo mode on this controller, so we're going to try it with that. If it still doesn't work, then our level isn't high enough, and that might actually be a good stopping point for this video, because it means I have to go out and grind, and, you know, I could chew your ear about, you know, everything I know about this game, which I'm pretty much running out of things to tell you about it, off the top of my head, so I don't know how fun it would be. Yeah, right now I'm using turbo, and I think I'm gonna have to go up one more level to do it, so I think that I'm gonna call it a day right now with that. I don't even know if my video is recording properly, to be honest, so I could have just wasted an entire half an hour talking to myself because I didn't do a mic check or anything this time. Not sure why, I guess because I was worried about getting the game up to the point where it was. So anyways, let's stop here for now. I'm gonna do some grinding, and then, who knows, I might even do 2 videos tonight, so I'm gonna stop it now for now, and, you know, we'll get back to it later. Once I get back, I'm gonna be level 6, and we're gonna beat Stom, and then we're gonna be able to hopefully proceed. So I'll see you guys next time.